On May 30th, 2008, our group of 10 nursing students landed in Guatemala City to commence our 3-week third-year practicum. From here we traveled to more than 10 different communities located all over Guatemala to witness true community development, empowerment, collaboration, and health promotion. Guatemala is roughly the same size as Newfoundland, but with a very tragic history. 1960 to 1996 represents the years of the Guatemalan Civil War, where over 250,000 were brutally murdered, 40,000 women were left widowed, 200,000 were left orphaned, and greater than 440 villages were destroyed. The purpose of our trip was to be the eyes to see the differences between the country of Guatemala and the country we call home, to be the ears to listen to the stories of the people who have suffered through a brutal civil war, and to be a voice when we arrived home to tell the stories of the injustices we learned while meeting different organizations and individuals. 2008 marked the third class of nursing students from Selkirk College in Castlegar to travel to Guatemala for their nursing practicum. Over the years, project partners have been established, and it is these project partners who bring us into their villages to meet the people and share with us their wisdom and knowledge. The following is a description of the 5 project partners we met with and a story of their unique struggles and triumphs.
The very first day we arrived in Guatemala, we were invited by one of our project partners, known as the Association of Women in Solidarity, to march in the streets in collaboration with thousands of other people fighting for human rights. Ahmez told us that in order to make your dreams a reality, you must work hard. This is what we saw that day in the streets of Guatemala. This is what we were able to be a part of. They inspired us that day, and they have continued to inspire us to work hard for our rights, for what we believe in, and to continue in solidarity with each other. Ahmez started with 4 women who wanted to work with women, 4 women in solidarity. They would dream, write, talk, and discuss. One day they were sitting in a park, these 4 women, and a lady came up to them and asked them what they were doing. When she was informed of their hopes and dreams, she reached into her pocket and pulled out $1,000 and said, "Child, start your work." It was a miracle, and immediately they deposited their money into a bank. That same day there was a draw that they were entered in to win a Jeep. Well, they won it. They were so excited. They decided to sell it and generate more money. They then rented a house, and their focus was to inform the women of the Michaelas, which were the sweatshops, about their rights. In order to become more focused in helping the women of the Michaelas, Ahmez needed to know what these women really needed. They started to interview them. When they asked the women what sort of career path they wanted, the most common answer was nursing. Ahmez decided to start an auxiliary nursing program of 2 years in length. The women worked 6 days a week in the sweatshops and then came on their one day off, Saturday, to learn how to be a nurse for their community. We were honored to be able to come there and share our knowledge with them. We taught them about sexual health and healthy relationships. It was hard at first to build relationships with language barriers, but by the end of the day we were all crying together and working together as nursing students to one day become nurses. This program is only supported by outside support, your support. As Ahmez continued to work with women, they realized that they also needed to work with the women's children regarding poverty, violence, and gangs. They started a youth group and started to clean up the neighborhoods in which the children started to help other children. As in the words of Rosita, these youth have now learned to fly. They have learned their dreams. We met with these youth. They would walk for hours and hours to meet and talk about how to end violence and gangs on the street, and work hard even if it only helped one person. They performed sociodramas to show us what it was like as youth in Guatemala. It was a very powerful experience to interact with these youth and understand through them what it is like to grow up in the slums of Guatemala. Ahmez has worked together and raised enough money to start up a clinic. At this clinic, they have 1 room for births, 1 room for surgeries, and a doctor's office. There is only 1 shelf of medication, the medication that has been donated by everyone here to help make this clinic possible. The clinic provides free healthcare to individuals who are struggling to afford essential healthcare. Your donations go directly to much-needed medications and sexual health supplies. And by you as a community supporting our efforts and our learning as nurses in Guatemala, you have in turn supported this inspirational grassroots organization.